Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I got a quick video for you. One, I am super excited for what we're about to get into. It is our annual Nolan season. We've been doing this bad boy since 2013, I believe, and I'm gonna double check it just to make sure. Yeah, 2013. All right, so we've been doing it for a while. All right, that being said, the season has typically been done in the fall. Due to the fall season being postponed, we decided to push it out to the spring as well for this year. But that being said, this year is also going to be different outside of that. All right. Typically, all the previous years have been a single man competition where essentially it's just yourself presenting yourself and trying to win the whole thing just under you. This year is going to be different. This year it's a team competition. That's right. I want to actually have it where we are going to have teams, where we're going to have a team of three. So you have 3-player teams that are going to, and it'll be several of them, all right, that are going to compete every single week. And at that point, what they're doing is they're trying to accumulate as many points as possible. All right, every single team will make it to the playoffs. All right, but you will be getting your seedings based on how you did with your points that you've done throughout that season. All right, so basically, again, your points that you've accumulated throughout the season will determine what your seedings are for the playoffs. All right. Now, that being said, since we do have teams in place, we're going to be having a draft. All right, so that'll be happening on this Saturday, the 13th at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, so noon for you East Coast people. All right, so, but that being said, that is going to be this Saturday. If you want to be a part of the season, which I don't see why you wouldn't, because the season, which I'll get into more depth and detail, it can involve everybody. So all the athletes that do solo lessons, the athletes that do virtual lessons, the athletes that do groups in combo with solos, the athletes that do competition lessons, all of those, everybody should be involved. All right, there is no extra cost to this. This is just a part of the program that we've been doing for, coming on to now 9 years. All right, so 8 years. So that being said, it is going to be a phenomenal several months that's going to be going on with this. So that being said, the draft, like I said, is this Saturday. This Sunday will be day one of the season. All right, so that'll be this Sunday, and every single week we will have, like I said, competitions. Now, how do you get your points and all that kind of stuff? It's super simple. What you're gonna do is you're gonna just chart. All right, so the athletes that are here will chart on our target. All right, and the athletes that are at home, you guys will chart on whatever target you have at home. We'll make it work. Don't worry about it. We'll make it work. Okay, and any athletes that might complain, please don't. Come on, we're trying to do the best that we can for everybody to be involved. All right. Also, that being said, so as far as, the charting, we talked about what target. It's super simple. It'll be the same concept of what we normally do with our point system, where you get 2 points for a strike. You get 1 point if it has a wobble on that strike, and it's 1 point for a field goal strike. So it's super easy. In addition, you will chart one time a week and only one time a week, and that's it, no more. All right, so you can't go, hey, Nolan, I come several times a week. Can I get more points for my team? No, you only can get the maximum amount of points that you can get. And what does that mean? That means essentially you're going to get a total of 4 punt snaps and 2 field goal snaps that'll be charted for the week. All right, and that'll be for just one player. All right, and you'll have 3 players doing that per team. So basically, kind of put in points, you can get a maximum of 10 points per player, so a maximum of 30 points per team a week, no more, and obviously you can get less. All right, but that being said, that's how that's going to work. Okay, and again, the charting is simple. If you are going to a solo, you would chart right at the very end. It's six snaps. That takes what, 2 minutes? So that's going to take no time at all, if that. All right, so that being said, you will do that if you're doing solo lessons, if you're doing small group lessons, if you're doing competition group lessons, all that. In regards to the competition groups, you just have to understand that it's going to be a little bit different. Basically, we're doing like 2 competitions in one. So the competition group will be as normal. So we're going to have where everybody's going to come in and they're going to, compete and do our usual stuff, where we might have, just 2 teams that day, where it'd be 2 teams of 6 or whatever, or it may be 3 teams of 4 or whatever. It doesn't matter. But that being said, that'll be the first part of the competition, where we'll do fun games as always, like games like everybody's favorite lately has been completions and stuff like that. But the very last thing you'll do prior to the punishments for the losers for the competition group, you guys will get your charting in for the season. So you get your charting in for the season, all right, and that'll be, it doesn't matter if you have all your athletes there or not. It's just that's your opportunity to get your charting in would be on competition day. Now, again, for the solo and small group guys, the guys that don't go to competition groups, it is your job just to remind me going, hey, Nolan, this is my one last time or my one time of the week that I'm seeing you. So let's get that charting in. And I would have no problem with that. There'll be no questions asked. Like, yes, let's get that. We'll get that either right now or right at the very end of the lesson. That kind of thing. So it's super easy. Again, it's 6 snaps. We have no problems getting that in. Okay, now as far as a few other things on like what's going to happen with the event, the season will last from February 14th all the way until May 2nd. May 2nd is the playoffs. Okay, so the playoffs are a one-day event where everybody's going to come in from all the teams, all the players per team will come in, and we will have a bracket essentially, all right, where the teams will compete to nail it down where there's only one winner at the end of it, one team winner at the end. All right, the team winner will, as always, just like how it's been, you can see a trophy right back there, pointing it there. Ha! All right, so you can see the trophy on the banner, and you'll also see the trophy right here. Trying to get to the best that I can. There you go. All right. You'll get your names added to that trophy. All right. Every name that's been added to that trophy, fun fact, have all gone Division I football. So it's pretty amazing. All right. So you'll have your names added to that trophy. In addition to that, you also get your own individual trophy. So it's definitely a fun award. Now, one final thing that's been really huge about winning this season is that college coaches love it. It's crazy. I've had a ton of college coaches over the years ask about who was the winner, how did they do. They watched all the live portions to it all, everything, the playoffs. So that being said, that's definitely gonna happen. I know for a fact it's gonna create tons of exposure as always. So I'm super excited for everybody for that one. Trying to make sure there's anything else. I wanna make sure I cover it for everybody. We talked about that and that. That's pretty much it. It's super simple. So just try to make sure you save the date for May 2nd. All right. So everybody is eligible to compete from my program. Okay. This is not only group guys. This is not only in-person guys, not only virtual guys. It's everybody. Everybody's involved. All right, so the final piece of the puzzle here is that I need everybody to do me a big favor, all right? And it's not gonna take long. It requires you just to pull up my number and to send me a quick text saying, I'm in. If you're saying I'm in, that's letting me know that you are in for our season, all right? And again, I expect everybody, solo guys, all that kind of stuff for you guys to be in because again, you can just still do your regular lessons you normally do. All right, the only thing you'll have to do is just do a quick little 2-minute chart at your session. All right, and that's it. All right, and on top of that, you'll be able to come in on that Sunday, May 2nd, and compete as a team and be able to learn how to deal with adversity, deal with pressure, and become better as a snapper. So again, this is something that I strongly encourage for all of our athletes to be a part of. So I expect to just receive a massive influx of texts from everybody. Now, those texts need to come in prior to 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on Saturday, okay? So make it happen, all right? It's not hard to just send me a quick text. So please, I'm asking you to get that done. It makes it a lot easier for me than for me to reach out to every single person and try to follow up on each person. Are you going? Are you going? Are you going? If you do not reach out to me, I'm assuming that you're not going. It's that simple, and you're not gonna be a part of it, all right? You cannot join in late. That's one thing I gotta make very clear. You cannot join in late. There is no way for us to do that as we will already have teams of 3. All right. So again, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't know about you guys, but this is going to be a phenomenal year. This will be the best season yet. And I say it every time, but this is by far the most different. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys really soon. You guys have a great rest of your evening, and God bless.